Alright, so this video is a continuation of the past video, which gave a quick overview of this card, but in this video we're gonna do a more in-depth look of the add-on system on how it's handled in this when you go into injector mode. So we're going to make sure that we're in the add-on mode for ReShade, and let's go into the manager. We're going to download the shader toggler again to update it, and we're going to download this guy here for this example. And we are going to manage games. Let's remove this, and let's go to oh, you know what? We can search for a game. We'll do blood, and it'll give all the games that have blood in my list. So we'll do the first one. We'll configure, and we'll configure these two specifically for that game. So people know if they enable the enhanced generic depth, it is a global add-on, and unlike the other ones, it basically like replaces a lot of the other stuff that needs to be for this add-on to work. So that's why it's a global add-on. Can't really control it. So let's save this, and let's close this, and let's go and look at the where you download the other add-on, the global add-on. It's on this cards because it specifically was made for Super Depth3D, but you could use it for other games. It's up to you. Anyways, let's go and launch game Blood. Let's reset injection point, because I realized in the last video that it may not always point at the correct executable, and in this game's case, Blood isn't the correct executable it should be injecting into, so it would silently fail. But I corrected that. Now if you click launch, you can browse for this game the correct executable, and it will launch it. See, it ejects, and we can see that it's using the global one. That's good. It disabled the internal one, which is correct. The shader toggler itself is here like we requested, and this guy is here as well. All right, that works correctly. The game scaled to the correct size, and there's another reason why. So if we close this game and we go into settings really quick, so I noticed that if we don't correct for DPI scaling on some monitors, because I set mine to 150 percent, it may not scale correctly. The game may not scale correctly to the window and may overshoot, right? To fix that, make sure you enable this. And I have it set to a more aggressive form of it by enabling that. But for now, let's ignore that. Let's get back to the applications, to the games I mean. So injecting into that game is fine, but remember how I only set the add-ons for that game in particular? Well, let's go launch another game. Let's launch let's see, we'll launch this game, right? Cavern of Dreams. And when we launch this game, that seems like it's the correct one. Let's use that path. It should only have the generic depth mod in this case. Okay, let's go in here, go to add-ons, and see the generic depth mod is there, and it's installed correctly. Now, just to make sure, we are going to go back into that mod, and let's go manage, right? And let's go to and type in Cavern, because that was the game we wanted to inject to. Click on this, click configure, and we're gonna just do this guy right here. We'll save it, continue. Oh, whoa, that's fine. Let's ooh, I know there's a little issue here. It's alright, it doesn't matter. Close that, and now let's launch the Cavern game. By the way, if you use comma and type in another name like Blood, it will actually find the other games as well. Just a little thing. Alright, so now let's launch the Cavern game. That's correct. Launch that. We should have 2 add-ons loaded this time. Let's do this, and it's generic depth mod and the gamepad. add-on. Should be that simple. Also, the gamepad add-on has its own little debugger thing. It loads shaders as well. So if the add-on has a specific shader that needs to be loaded, it will load that as well into the game. See? So that's what's going on. And also, like you see, there's a bunch of C-shade shaders. You may not want that, and if you may not want that, like you may accidentally click, you may not want that, but you can always remove them, right? So if you remove them from here and then just reload, it should remove the C-shade shaders. Okay, and then now you have those two. So that is the injection system with a little bit more oomph, I guess, in this case. And I mean, that's about it, right? There's other minor things. You can go into the folder and maybe you want to drop your own shaders in here, like I said before. You can do that as well. Textures, don't forget that. Add-ons, you could drop your own add-on in here, but I don't recommend it. I recommend you actually loading it through the system. We have the add custom add-on thing. You don't need the name of the add-on. If it has a optional shader folder, make sure you put that there from GitHub. Make sure you fill in if they release it in a zip folder that has both the 32 and 64-bit, you put into the top one. But if they have separate zip files, make sure you put each one for the architecture for 32-bit or x64, or the 32-bit also is known as x86. So remember that. So files, this is like if there's optional files that you need to deploy for this, and it is aware for always deploy, and it is aware if you want it to only have it for Depth3D or only with Depth3D is also optional, but it's up to you. I guess that's it mainly. Obviously it tells you a little information on how to access that in game. The manager can also be, you can also remove certain you can remove games obviously that easily, and I guess that's about it. Right, once you install it, you don't have to go to that. You can always go to the manager itself. You don't have to click on this and then click on this. If you mouse over these buttons, it will tell you what they're for. This one as well, if I stay still. And if I turn it off, there you go. So that is a overview of GPU Selector's injection and add-on support. So I guess good luck and goodbye.